Thank you, Danny. In the tradition of excellence ECHS is known for, this year we are proud to introduce one of our esteemed alumni to address the class of 2017. Please welcome Pamela Gonzalez, class of 2012.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Environmental Charter Schools for investing in my education and for affording me the opportunity to stand on this stage once again. Just 5 years ago, I sat on these very same seats, squinting and nervously smiling at the crowd. Now that I think about it, the only real difference today is that I'm standing. It's such an honor to have been invited to address the class of 2017. And I'd like to recognize the privilege and responsibility that come with being granted the opportunity to speak. And I hope that in what I share with you today, you will find something to take with you. I'm going to keep it short because I know what we're most excited about today is seeing these wonderful young people with their diplomas in hand. There are 3 things I will speak about today: odds, Instagram, and laundry. We're in a time when the violence against Black lives has become more visible. This is also a time when LGBTQIA communities find ourselves experiencing the gains and pains that come with a polarized political landscape, celebrating marriage equality one year and the death of 49 people in a nightclub the next. Today's American society has made even 5th-generation Latino Americans feel unwelcome in their country of origin. Today's socio-political climate has become a political platform to disseminate ideologies that value profit over people, awarding positions of power to individuals who publicly announce that they will not advocate for our educational advancement. To say that most of you are thriving against the odds is a huge understatement. And with that in mind, I ask that all of you join me in giving a special round of applause to celebrate the accomplishments of all the Black, Latinx, AAPI, queer, trans, and undocumented graduates today. Last spring, I had the privilege to attend a lecture by Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. One of the lessons she chose to impart on us, and I wish to pass on to you, is that when it comes to social media, the 5th Amendment does not apply. This year, Harvard College withdrew the admission of 10 students for offensive memes they posted on a private Facebook group. Evidently, privacy doesn't quite exist online. On the other hand, through social media, we have been able to mobilize thousands of people behind or in support of important social causes, such as stopping the deportation of DACA recipient Danny Vargas, increasing the visibility of the Black Lives Matter movement, and fundraising for relief after natural disasters. Social media truly is a double-edged sword. And perhaps many of you have heard variations of this advice before, but it's worth repeating as social media becomes more central to our everyday lives. It's possible to separate ourselves from the virtual identities that we craft. Any page you visit, message you send, or photo you post, even if you delete it, will remain in the history of the internet for your entire life and beyond. So make sure it's representative of who you are and the values you hold. And I guess that was really just a long way of saying, think twice before you double tap, like, or retweet. There are an infinite number of posts online about the most trivial aspects of life, like the drink someone picked up at Starbucks and the spoilers of their favorite Netflix show. You'd think our generation is keen on valuing the small things in life, yet there are some things in life that are essential to our ability to thrive, but are easily overlooked. They may seem mundane, routine, and just too small to really notice. My personal favorite of those to complain about is laundry. My hamper is too heavy more often than I'd like to admit. I frequently realize I'm out of detergent after I've loaded the machine. And nothing about having to wait for the rinse cycle is particularly thrilling. But let's face it, I can't go anywhere or do anything without having done my laundry first. In fact, it's easy to overlook the value of doing laundry, but it's remarkable how that crisp button-down shirt or those high-waisted shorts give us that extra boost of confidence at that concert or at that alumni speech. What I'm trying to say to you is as you move on to this next chapter of your life, whether that means moving across the country to attend Yale, or moving out of your parents' home, or starting your new job, don't forget to do the important things like laundry. Don't forget to eat breakfast, and remember that just because you have access to an ice cream machine does not mean you have to eat 3 scoops every night. And most importantly, don't forget to call your loved ones and return their messages. And know that even when you do, and do it often, it will not be enough to make them stop missing you. Never forget about the community that supported you in arriving at this stage today. Moving forward, I'd like you to look at the diploma you will be receiving, and for it to serve as a reminder of the challenges you have already overcome, the abilities that you possess, and the community that supports you. I know that at graduation here today, the colleges you will be attending and the GPAs you managed to attain will be highlighted. But know that your plans after graduation do not define your worth, and they don't make you any more or less entitled to achieve your full potential. You've got a long road ahead, and for that, I leave you with the words of 2 people I greatly admire and respect. As my mom often says to me, ponte las pilas. And in the words of the great feminist writer Audre Lorde, without community, there is no liberation. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2017.